Good evening. I'm Enarida Lord and welcome to Churikua. Often suffering you cause comes back to you, and often with a vengeance. In my experience, or rather that of my grandmother and all the residents of this street, one of the oldest in Amsterdam. In addition to its historical significance, this street was the scene of an event that disrupted the peace not only for those involved, but of everyone who lives and has lived on this street. This story dates back to the 18th century, when two sisters and their father, who was a tanner, lived at number 134. The two sisters were very different from each other. Dina was kind-hearted and friendly, while Helena was self-centered and had a strong temper. One day, a handsome young sailor named Wouter arrived and instantly fell in love with Dina. He began to show his appreciation and strong feelings for Dina, and she corresponded it. But the two did not count on something else. Helena had also fallen in love with Wouter. The time came when Wouter set sail and sent her a letter, which arrived just when Dina was not at home, and Helena received it and threw it away. When Wouter returned, he asked her about the letter, which she admitted had not reached her, something that upset him. But after calming him down, they continued to lavish love on each other once again. Dina realized that the only person capable of hiding something like this would be Helena. After a heated argument and taking advantage of the fact that her father was away from home, she confronted her. Here, the story differs. Some say that Helena gagged her and killed her shortly afterwards. Others said that she killed her immediately and hid her in the basement. Whatever the truth may be, Dina cursed Helena before she died, telling her that if she took her life, she would never find peace. Helena initially told those who asked about Dina that she had gone out. Dina was found dead days later, as if it were an accident. Wouter was devastated and at the mercy of Helena, who took advantage of the situation to offer him comfort. After a reasonable amount of time, Wouter married Helena. Dina was found dead days later, as if it were an accident. Wouter was devastated and at the mercy of Helena, who took advantage of the situation to offer him comfort. After a reasonable amount of time, Wouter married Helena. They started a family, and on the surface, they seemed to have a happy life. However, inside, she was consumed by guilt and regret for what she has done to her own flesh and blood. When her time came, on July 24, 1753, already on her deathbed and about to leave this world, she confessed to Wouter what she had done and begged him forgiveness, as only then would she be able to depart in peace. But Wouter, filled with anger, pain, and regret, burned with rage and sadness, cursed her for her actions and said that if peace was within him, he would not give it to her, leaving her in her pain and in her final moments of life. Here comes the interesting part, because that same night, once Helena left this world, she did so with screams and cries coming from the former tannery, waking up Wouter himself and the neighbors. Over time, they said that they hear wails and felt a chilling atmosphere every time it was Helena's death anniversary. However, to the surprise of many, it remained a local legend, and exactly 100 years later, on July 24, 1853, noises, screams, and wails were heard coming from there, something that no one believed, and everyone with no apparent cause for such noise. Frightened, the neighbors told this story from generation to generation, especially those close to the former tannery. According to my grandmother, on July 24, 1953, after a previous incident, neighbors, other curious onlookers, and even reporters gathered to witness and document what happened. However, nothing was heard. It was as if Helena had been intimidated by so much attention and felt intimidated by it. Now, my family has set the bar very high for me, and they hope that I or someone else in the family will live to see July 24, 2053, and be able to witness whether Helena makes an appearance in response to what happened, or if, in the end, she was able to find her way, either to eternal rest or to punishment beyond this plane, and what was once her home.